into Google Ads. He's onto Google Ads and all. He was also supposed to come to the session, but somehow with some engagements, he was not able to come there. His question was, uh, Casey, if you're there, please, can you turn on the cam? Casey is
Uh,
typing. I'm not sure if you can do it. It's okay. If you can't do it, please answer that. Whatever you can do, you can.
no, no, the thing is, my kid is sleeping next to me.
Okay. Yeah, we are like we became like a late night movie kind of people. Actually, I'm not able to see the Mohammed Javed's comment here. Casey,
No,
could you?
I saw it. I saw it. It was talking about remarketing cookie lasting for 90 days.
Yeah, what was the question? Can you guys brief it?
Yeah, so he was asking what happens if the remarketing cookie expires.
Before that, Ranjanji, please can you put off the screen so that we have a display of us? Thank you. Just stop sharing. Yeah, yeah. Please, Casey, please explain and elaborate so that Pranav and Ranjan also can add their perspectives to that.
Yeah, so he was just asking that if the remarketing cookie duration is 90 days at the max. So how does Google track after the remarketing cookie expires? So that was the basic question that he had.
Okay.
But remarketing cookie can go as to as much as 540 days.
Yeah, correct.
The maximum duration.
Oh, 540 days.
Yeah, it's 1.5 years.
1.5 year.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. That was the question about remarketing cookie then.
Actually, generally people use via
90
Google,
days, yeah.
yeah, Google conversion tracking via that. But if you use Google Analytics, it will become much easier for you to manage it.
Right.
So yeah, so analytics will add more value if you are going for 180 days or like Casey have said 540 days. So you can go for that option. Managing data via analytics will be much easier.
You can choose that. Ramesh
या क्या जी जी सर क्या कह रहे थे
आप चूज कर सकते हैं क्या इतना टाइम पे डालना है तो
या आप बिल्कुल यू कैन चूज इट अगर एनालिटिक्स के थ्रू कर रहे हैं तो इट विल बिकम मच इजियर अभी मैं रिसेंटली आई वाज लाइक टीचिंग सेम थिंग टू माय स्टूडेंट्स आई स्टक समवेयर एंड आई थिंक अराउंड 8 महीने पहले की बात है I did some research about it and then I have explored that option in Google Analytics. Then I have created that option. So उसके बाद things got very much cleared. So it will be much easier अगर आप analytics use करते हैं तो data management will become much easier for you.
Okay, there are few more questions actually. Sagar was wanting to speak. Sagar, you can also switch on your cam and mic if you want. You are asking that I want to do. Yeah, please.
Uh, Hi everyone.
Hi, Sagar.
Hi sir. So it was a great session. So actually, I was a freelancer. I run in Bangalore as a small agency. I have a 3 persons. I recently started. I have 3 years experience.
Okay.
The one thing I have recently noticed, sir, what I did is, so I mixed the omnipresent marketing. Let's say whichever the lead comes, I daily follow with the guys with search campaigns. What I do is I upload all the things to, based on their call queries, I'll upload all the things to Facebook custom audience and I run the ads again for a different landing page. I'm getting more conversions because let's say some persons calls them. Let's say I have a leads today. Like my customer support team calls for a 50 members. In that, only 20 people will be very much interested. It's like hotcake, it will sold out. Other 30 peoples are not converting across. What I do is for all 30 peoples, I run a custom conversion campaigns. No, I'm just giving a random data, sir, but the 100 numbers is the minimum for to run a custom ads. So in this way, I'm generating more ROI. Even
Okay.
even in funnel based also. In before setting up, before I started doing client, I used to run normal search campaigns, but I do it now with a funnel based email marketing itself. Once they fill up forms, I'm talking about purely about search campaigns, sir. Once they fill up forms, minimum they get a 4 emails in a sequential base.
Email marketing also you're doing it.
Yes.
You are doing attacking from all the sides. So that's
Yes.
really a good approach. Yeah. Yeah.
So then only I'm getting, because for education clients I'm working and they're pretty happy with my work. but with very less cost, I'm generating very good results on them.
Okay, okay, okay.
Krishna ji and Ranjan sir told about inbound marketing. I would like to add that point because this is what many people are missing. See, many people runs a lead generation. Once customer calls it, customer care support calls it, it will take 1 week. Let's say you generate 100 leads, you can't able to produce a more ROA for a company in terms of a management, because marketing people always be in the pressure side. So how we can able to utilize that? This could be a better strategy.
Yeah, definitely, Sagar. Whenever you do that thing, sometimes some clients will allow to do everything. Some
Yes.
clients will not allow you to do everything, because some clients will say you can email marketing bhi kar sakte hai aap. You have that freedom and liberty. You can
Yes.
also do video marketing. You can also do go and send them to the website. Yeah, sometimes you give a free demo. It also depends on the customers
Yes.
how they are. And like you mentioned, marketing is always a approach where you have to think holistically. And when someone told 9 touch points or 8 touch points, it is applicable to all the marketing, not just your this thing. Whenever we take a purchase decision, we take some time. So with now, let us say you are attending this live session today. So how did you come to know about this live session? If I ask you a question, what will be your answer?
So you created a group and you created an event. You posted in cross postings also. See, you posted on digital marketing practitioner group also, and your group also. So you made an effort, double effort, right? So I was active on these two groups also. So
Yeah,
I
that
went there and I registered over there.
yeah, that two groups, and maybe someone would have told you that it is good. Like I'm telling about different people coming here. So someone would have told you that yeah, ho raha hai, acha ho raha hai, can you come and participate? It will be good. Or you felt that it was very relevant to you because you are running Google Ads, and when
Yeah.
we're having a Google Ads session, definitely it's very hyper targeted, like say micro niche or sub niche, what I could micro or nano niche. No one is doing such kind of sessions over here.
Definitely,
We
it's
are
a
doing
great actually it's a great insights for me actually. So before I run up any campaigns, I set up a sequence. I set up a email sequence. Then only I'll tell, because I take a minimum 1 week to set up all the campaigns. Why? Because these are all the hard work I'll do. Then then only I'll do the work, because I don't want to waste single rupee budgets.
Yeah. Any questions you do have to Ranjan or
Yeah,
Sagar?
Ranjan sir,
Sagar, I'm so sorry, but if I can add to what you just said, because
Yeah, please,
it
please.
in my experience I've seen this working, so I think maybe you can try and try it out if it works for you.
yes sir,
So when you say in your example that you said that if you get 100 incoming leads, for example,
yes,
right? I always have been a big fan of subtle marketing, which means
yes,
you try to approach them while you're not actually selling anything, but that in itself is selling.
Hmm.
So what I would ideally do is I would send an email, either it's an automated email or as soon as the lead comes in the next 15 minutes, if you can send out an email saying if people can try your chat bot and if they can give you any feedback.
oh,
So that way you have the double advantage of getting their Facebook ID, number one, which you can add to your custom audiences for Facebook campaigns.
I'll add up that point sir.
Yeah.
It will
Along
be
with
more
that, yeah,
fine.
along with that, it also gives you a chance to be very informal and show your humorous side by adding a few memes in your chatbot. Because in the new series that I was trying to make in terms of Google Ads series, I was including a lot of slides with only memes and no text, absolutely no text.
Okay.
Right. So I think it's one, it'll let people get attracted because they don't have to hear the same thing which is told by 100 people.
Hmm.
Two, plus you can go a little over the edge and be a little humorous and make it entertaining. At the end of the day, marketing is entertainment, in my opinion.
Marketing is entertaining and marketing is human.
Yeah.
I faced one challenge, sir. I used to do one pest control company ad. Actually, it's a Bangalore-based pest control.
Right.
I'm competing with Urban Clap. I'm competing with Hausa. I'm competing with all these guys. I
Right.
told that vendor, see,
Mhm.
you are ready to spend 4 to 5,000 per day.
Right.
Why not you do this? Let's say he didn't have any automation.
Right.
Once they book a service, in Thank You page, I was giving them, if they make an online payment of some part of it,
Right.
they'll get 20% off. After
Right.
that, before the pest control guy come to you,
Right.
what I made is I send a like what are the before things they have to make. I made one email series that they will get it across.
Right. Do you know this?
What things I am doing it.
True, makes sense. Yeah. So do you know this thing called as a spinning wheel?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I know this spinning wheel. Yeah.
Probably you should add that in your email also,
Okay.
like in the body of the email.
Okay.
I'm not sure if there are any free apps, but I think at a very nominal price, you'll be able to secure the code for generating that.
Okay.
So
Understood,
just
sir.
include that in the body of the email, because that will boost your people going through your email to a greater extent.
Yeah.
Casey,
Yeah.
what you said regarding the subtle strategy,
Right.
and the way you can just ask about the chatbot. Okay, have you used the chatbot? I think I and Pranav got a good strategy, because see, generally what is happening here, anytime the inquiry actually gets filled up, let's say anytime I get an inquiry,
Right.
what we do next is we directly send a mail saying, thank you for showing the interest, and this is what the course details and everything.
Perfect.
But hopefully, rather than doing that one, the best thing is send them a mail saying we are having a demo session so and so.
Perfect.
Okay, because from there, because promoting a demo session, free demo session, to encourage them to be a part of it, because they're going to have something free, is
Right.
much more qualitative than sending a mail saying thank you, then join my course or this.
True.
Because what happens, you're basically saying I'm going to provide you demo session free. If you like it, then you get converted, and that way of scaling up or converting them is much more easy.
Yeah, I'm doing that, Ranjan sir. I'm doing that. Actually, what I'm doing is after welcome email, I have did a Calendly link. Actually, I have given a Calendly link where student can into, because it's a, I was doing campaign for one of the campaign, like it cost itself, it's 65,000 rupees. So it's like people need to trust. Like people need to trust. It's for a engineering student, embedded courses. So what I did is they were not getting so many conversions. What I did, I asked them, see ma'am, if you do it in a normal search, you will get it across. Cost per lead is around 40 rupees, 45 rupees they are getting across. I have decreased to around like 20 rupees. I have decreased across. I told them, ma'am, run YouTube ads also and run display ads also. With display ads, when I set it up 2 months before, it's still running across.
True.
I'm getting leads like anything. Okay. It's a long-term game. As Krishna said, told, it's a long-term game. But what I did is in email campaign, I've given Calendly link. There they schedule like in one-on-one meetings, sir, with a counselor,
So
with their things.
Person, yeah.
I think most of the points that is discussed here,
Yeah.
I could connect a lot of dots to get my business revenue running, to be very frank, because whether we talk about Pranav showing the pyramid structure to how to use the remarketing strategy through the different intents, or whatever Casey told, because Siddharth was a little bit more as a brand, because he's a sales guy, so his talk is more sales pitching, okay? But I think Casey put up so much of points, and the way the strategy can be actually used to convert the audience was much more practical actually. I think quite supportive for me.
Sir, just quick things. I'll just add it up. So how you change how frequently you change the ad copy, sir? I'm freezing like my CTRs are like all the ad groups are more than 7%. Like I can see that, but sometimes I feel like okay, still I have a space to improve it. How you can measure that, sir? Like it's like every time it creates a lot of confusion.
Let's hear from Google directly first, then Ranjan will speak.
So what I usually do is, let's say you start with 2 ad creatives.
Yeah.
I don't decide anything then. I don't delete or pause anything then.
Okay.
So I add 2 more. So now it's 4.
Yes.
So out of the 4, I'll get rid of the one which is not performing. So I'm left with 3. Right? No, it actually works, because you're not throwing anything out of this. You're not flushing anything out of the system.
Okay.
You're retaining what you have, and you're building up on what's actually working. In the process, what you will realize is what kind of pointers or what kind of phrases are really working for you. But this was a game which was as plain and simple as 2 years ago. But now it's all more to do with ad extensions.
True.
No, it's like I created single ad group also, sir, which keyword is not giving a much results. With
Right.
that also, I created single ad group keywords, and I did separate campaigns for that also.
So Sagar,
Right.
Sagar, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Your question was how should I go with
Ad
like
copy.
so first thing is you should not change your ad copy. You should not edit your ad copy. That is the first thing, because the moment you edit, you know that you are going to lose out the data. So do not change. Yes, for sure, you can keep on creating the ad copy, but today with responsive ads, as Casey or I would be knowing it, today with responsive ads, that feasibility also somewhere has been a little bit taken far away, because earlier we used to run normal text ads, expanded ads. We know that there are two headlines, now it is three headlines. But today with responsive ads, you've got 15 different headlines, and Google itself is trying to play it in a multiple formation. So you do not have to really test out so many ad copies. But yes, if you're running, because sometimes I also don't know how responsive ads actually benefit me. What I do is I still go with expanded ads, going with three headlines. So if you ask me, the same sequence what Casey told, that we'll first go with minimum three, then do not edit anything, keep on adding and see which is not giving you the better CTR. Okay, check it. But you have to give them uniform time to push them, market them before taking a decision. You cannot just give few times, okay, let's say some time and all, and then take a drastic decision. That would be wrong actually.
But 2 weeks is ideal, Sagar.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. Quite an interesting discussion with Sagar has come up and stirred up a few more interesting.
Govardhan, we have to do something to make people awake till 1 a.m. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, thing is that one good thing now. I will create a meme after this session. Like बाकी बाहर का सिनेमा हॉल्स तो बंद हो गया, लेकिन hashtag has been started. So because see, we now the time is 12:43.
You should
So
have midnight. You should have midnight hashtag.
we are 3 hours 50 minutes. And शिवराम मिश्रा जो है शुरुआत में जो आए थे एक आध सेशन में आए थे वो जो Bhairappa का John is telling hashtag third show. Not second show, third show. Second show finished. Actually, the thing is that I thought of actually constraining this thing, but this format doesn't allow me that, because see, when you people come in, सागर आने के अभी सागर मुझे लगता है सागर कैम्प में आने के 15 मिनट 20 मिनट हुआ. Is it right? So one person came in and started a discussion. This discussion is for 15 minutes is going on, this small discussion.
No. I don't want to interrupt
No.
these guys. Sir. Like it was a great
No,
session.
no, don't take it that way. It's
You
not
added you added some valuable points. That's so very
definitely.
good.
See, there is no. If it's a interrupting thing, I would have definitely stopped you. Not like I'm trying to entertain someone. See, here it is like
Yeah,
when someone is relating with you and you're also sharing real stuff. It's not like you're trying to tell something very basic or not. You're also having some experience in this. It's not that. It doesn't mean that you can't add value if you're only 3 years or 2 years old. It's not like that. I don't believe in
I just want try to understand one thing from you, Sagar. Like you said, you are getting leads in 20 and 30 rupees. So what was the like process? You were following Facebook ad also, or like?
No. What I do is like before I do a search campaigns, right? So I do Facebook pixels also over there. Say people who never converts on this, I run a custom conversion ad on Facebook also, on stories and this with a different ad formats.
Okay.
Let's say if you enter into my search campaign, any campaign, you visited landing page.
So
you
search campaign like cost per acquisition must be higher.
हाँ हायर है.
Yeah.
उस पे लीड कन्वर्ट नहीं होगा, एक बार लैंडिंग पेज विजिट होने के बाद भी कन्वर्ट नहीं हो रहा है. आई एम डूइंग अ रीमार्केटिंग कैंपेन इन एफबी आल्सो, क्योंकि एक बार सर्च इंटेंट पे आएगा लोग, देन यू हैव अ इंटेंशन टू बाय इन समवेयर अदरवाइज. फेसबुक पे 2-3 बार दिखा दिया तो अगेन यू रीडायरेक्ट टू द सेम लैंडिंग पेज.
John, we will continue in English only.
Top titles. ठीक है, let them go natural, John. Not an issue. I think इतना तो हिंदी सबको आता है almost nowadays.
we can still.
And sometimes what happens, you have that freedom, the words will flow automatically.
No, why I have asked you this question, because like so many like see like 20 or 30 rupees only, but there is a complete mechanism behind it. Like you have followed one complete structure, used Facebook ad also, and then pick remarketing also, and sometime you must have faced a higher end pricing by doing search campaign also. So we have to understand complete process and mechanism before jumping into any conclusion, like what is the lead cost and all.
True.
Very
And just to add to that, Sagar, if in case you're looking at keyword variations, there are chances that if you're able to do other variations of keywords, for example, let's say any keyword will have what, how, where, when variations,
Yes, sir.
right? So, but you can't blindly go based upon that because you need to know exactly what people are searching in terms of that particular variation. So you maybe if you're interested, you can just make a note of this tool called Answer the Public.
Yeah.
And there's another one called People Also Ask or AlsoAsk.com.
People also ask
No, sorry,
okay.
AlsoAsk.com.
No, I just went to your video, sir. Like morning when Gaurav sir, like when sir posted, I went to your profile and I checked that. I checked that.
You're all prepared, huh?
I
Your
checked that
subscriber
reviews.
is increasing.
It was a very good tool actually. I made a list and I like I'm
But
preparing one complete tools website itself, sir. I
good,
have
man.
almost like I have made around 400 tools, digital marketing
Nice.
tools. I'm be
Nice.
releasing that website next month, sir.
Nice.
Yeah, please share it. And Sagar, Niche Markets is a kind of platform where you can definitely share that kind of stuff.
Yes,
And
sir.
I'm there to promote it. I'm always there to promote it because I don't see you as a competition.
No, sir, it's very. Sir, one more last question. I just wanted to end it across. Like how you use a broad modifier keywords, because now recent trend I'm noticing across in Google campaigns is like most of our queries is like added online in terms of course actually. If I like modifier, how you use it?
Okay,
Modify
please take
keywords.
No, I didn't understand the question though. Could you please repeat that?
How you use a modifier keyword, sir? Let's say I'm running across more on phrase keywords and exact match keywords only.
Right.
So in what sequence you use more of a modifier keywords? Because modifier is the only thing after running across some period, then you will come into one situation. Yeah, I have to use modifier. And what sequences you will use modifier
See,
keywords?
I actually take it a step back, which means that
Okay.
I start with broad first. My strategy from the beginning, from the very beginning, has been that
Broad,
you start with broad, but you have like a solid list of negative keywords.
but
Uh,
scared, sir, scared to do a broad.
See, that's the catch, right? So who dares wins.
KC point is very much valid over here. Reason is if you are adding all the negative list in your bucket, so then your broad keywords will become very much like it will bring all the possible leads
Exactly.
that you are looking for.
This is the
So
first strategy I'm just getting here, sir. No one tells you this.
Sagar, very important thing is what you can do is please understand one thing that broad modifier anyway you all know the syntax of plus. Most important part is either, how Casey or Pranav said that okay, first start with broad, collect all the search term data, from there pick whichever negative keywords or the strategy and all. There's also one more way, if you can do a very extensive keyword research, because end of the day what people are searching on Google, the same database is being thrown to you as a part of the keyword research idea. Okay, so you can do a complete keyword research. From there you pick up for your industry which all are negative keywords. You can prepare a complete list of that. And one more thing, please understand here that when you use, let's say you have a keyword, whether it's 2 words keyword, 3 words keyword, 4 words keyword, or 5 keywords, make sure that if you're using 2 plus, or sometime if you're using 3 plus, for example, let's say digital marketing course is my keyword, and I use plus digital plus marketing plus course, still it's not going to be very specific for me. The reason why, I can still be connected with the keyword called free digital marketing course.
Yes,
So
that's
if,
okay.
if somewhere so where the product is of 2 words, for example, in my industry, my product digital marketing is of 2 word, but SEO is a single word. So when your product is of 2 word, try to use at least 4 plus sign. Like for example, digital marketing course plus one more. So when you're using 4 pluses, okay, might be you'll be a little bit more specific than coming like then eradicating your negative words that might still connect with your keyword. So please understand that just you using a broad modifier of 2 plus 3 plus is still not going to make you very specific. Understand, okay, what all variation might still pop up. So I always try to use 4 plus sign when it comes to broad modifier. And always I try to use phrase match again also for 4 words keyword. And I use more of my exact match for 1 word, 2 words, and sometimes for 3 words if I have my constraints with the competition. But then it's my way of look, because to be very frank, I'll tell you very frankly, for my business, digital marketing course or digital marketing course in Bangalore has been a keyword where easily I have to bid for 100 rupees, 120 rupees, 80 rupees. But if I jump into that keyword competition, I will just burn out my money in an hour's time. And I do not have that much of money to be spent on Google AdWords. So what I do, I completely do not focus on that keyword. I completely work on other keywords where I know I'm still surviving for the whole day, but I'm still paying less and I'm still competing in a well way to get more leads and inquiries. So everyone has got their different strategy with scenarios, industry, clients to best play with the different features what Google is providing. But yes, I feel that this fundamental thing like match type, or you talk about ad extensions, or you talk about frequency capping, or you talk about auction insight, or you talk about search term report, or you talk about one of the best
Auctions insights.
one of the best feature what I personally felt was hopefully KC would be actually supporting or Pranav will be supporting is attribution model, because many people do not use, they do not know attribution. First of all, they do
Yes,
not
sir.
know there is something called attribution in the tools and planning. So that attribution is also very important data. So it is up to everyone how intensively they are played with the AdWords while running and trying to practice and also supporting the clients. So that's my thought on this.
And I can give you another tip when it comes to adding keywords. And if you're scared to add keywords as broad, I'll tell you something which almost always works. So when you go to your keyword planner, you put in your keywords and you search for keyword variations, right?
Yes, yes,
So sort them in a descending order based upon the traffic volume. So you will get all the keywords which can get you a lot of traffic at the top.
true, true, true.
Pick your negative keywords from there because that's where damage could hit you.
Perfect, perfect. Very nice.
So that could be one of the things.
I'll try out, sir.
Yeah.
I'll try out. And sir, actually, I told you this local business, right?
Yeah.
Is it good to run a smart campaigns for a local business? Smart
Uh,
campaigns, it will eat up your budgets, or how?
it's I would be more worried about not having enough control than exhausting budgets.
True, very true.
Because when you're talking about smart campaigns, you would need that extensive control where you can customize and do whatever you want. But Google doesn't let you do that if you give them the control.
Google My Business Data report will clearly tell you that you have really wasted your money sometime on smart campaign. To be very frank, I have used it, and even though I went very specific the way I wanted it, but still Google gave me so much of irrelevant traffic. I literally felt that no, I should not even show it up over
True,
there.
true.
Pranavji, what was the question Firoz was asking? Could you see that?
Firoz was asking like even after some time, Google take like even after stopping your campaign, you see normally Google Analytics. Maybe he's asking Google Analytics also. So Google Analytics propagates some data even after some time once you stop your campaign.
Right.
So it happens generally because tracking tools take some time to propagate your data or shows your data. Even it takes some time, 2 days, 3 days, but it won't remain for long because
Yeah.
whatever data is coming, it sometime data leakage, or you can say data is not like coming accurately. So Google Analytics takes some time to represent your data. So maybe it takes some time sometime.
So it was
Yeah.
not a question, na? He was just adding his view.
No, he's asking question.
Okay.
Yeah, he's asking question like even if you stop your Google ad campaign,
Okay.
you see like camp conversion is coming via Google ads.
Okay.
Yeah, that's mostly because your Google Ads reporting is not real time. There is a
Right.
3 hours to a 24-hour delay that can propagate data.
Even I have seen sometime it takes 48 hours or more
Yeah.
time also.
And the funniest part is you will find situations where you have 1 impression and 2 clicks.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Right.
it later gets adjusted and things like that.
Right. Even after stopping your
Yeah.
campaigns.
Okay. I think we actually I think this was the longest session of hashtag, I guess. Yeah, I
You are
think
after breaking rules nowadays, huh?
I'm always a person who breaks the rules, but that will be helpful to people, not like the other way around, of course.
But I think Govardhan, you are the right person to handle this group.
Yes, too very.
He's a very calm guy and managing in
Yeah.
a very like decent way. I have seen one of the like most sweetest like anchor who's
Right.
managing managing in a very
And
great way.
I'm lucky that see we have people. Subhenduji is still on the session.
I respect, yeah,
He's
seriously.
telling, I agree 100%. That gives a lot of support to do this type of stuff. And why I'm saying this thing is, come on, guys, I agree 100%. Actually, the thing is that Pranavji, I believe that if you want to see some change, you need to do something.
Right.
And I strongly believe, जब मेरे को, I will give you a small example, and it's not a long story by the way, because हम लोग midnight पे आ चुके हैं. And one of my trainer, मतलब it was a non-destructive testing. It's a mechanical engineering का एक subject है. So certification वगैरह होता है. अभी मेरा दोस्त और वो उनके पास जा रहा था. Then he used to ask me what you'll do Govardhan, मतलब बाद में आप क्या करोगे. Then I used to tell sir I will do some business. तो वो क्या बोलता था, what type of business you will do. तो बोलता है कि what I used to tell, there's one line I used to tell, sir दुनिया में there's a lot of communication gap. If you're able to bridge that communication gap, that itself is a very big business. I don't know, that was my intuition. शुरुआत से मेरा intuition था. And when you see nowadays, whatever big companies are there, they're just connecting people. They're not having their own product. They don't have their own service. अभी हम Uber की बात करो, Amazon की बात करो, Ola की
Everyone.
बात करो, Swiggy की बात करो, Zomato की बात करो, everyone is doing that only. But why a connector is needed is to have that clarity in the ecosystem and make things more valuable for the customer.
Right.
And ultimately urban cap क्यों क्लिक हो गया बताइए. तो इट इज चार्जिंग बिट एक्स्ट्रा, बट ऐसा भी नहीं है, बाहर आप टेक्नीशियन मंगाएंगे ना, वो भी कई बार वो बहुत एक्स्ट्रा चार्ज करता है. तो दैट वे आई थिंक दैट नेटवर्क एंड कनेक्टिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन नाउअडेज. एंड अभी आज इतना सेशन हमारा हुआ है, वी आर एबल टू अनलिश. प्रणव झा क्या बोल सकता है, क्या बात करता है, हाउ ही एक्ट्स, एवरीथिंग इज सीन. सीइंग इज बिलीविंग. अब
Right.
कितना भी बार एक ऐड देखो या कुछ देखो, लाइव सेशन में इंटरेक्ट करना एक अलग ही चीज होता है. अभी केसी का हम लोग वीडियो देख रहे हैं, 5 मिनट का वीडियो, बट 5 मिनट वीडियो में sometimes we get some engagement, sometimes we don't. Casey भी agree with Casey also,
Yeah, absolutely.
because he is putting a lot of effort for doing that videos. But generally क्या होता है कि लाइव सेशन का कुछ मजा ही अलग है. एंड नाउ पीपल आर कनेक्टिंग. आज के बाद सागर जो क्या करेगा, अगर केसी का वीडियो देखेगा तो चुपचाप देख के नहीं जाएगा.
नहीं मैं एक्चुअली नहीं सर, केसी वीडियो का फेसबुक प्रोफाइल रिक्वेस्ट भी भेजा मैं सर, लाइक यूट्यूब का डाउनलोडिंग पे रखा है. इफ आई फाउंड समथिंग इंटरेस्टिंग आई विल मेक इमीडिएटली नोट of that.
Yeah, what I'm trying to tell is like now you'll interact with him. Now you form a personal connection over there. आप इंटरेक्ट करेंगे और कोई पूछेगा तो कोई चाहिए तो एडवांस लेवल चाहिए केसी को दिखाएंगे, ट्रेनिंग लेवल पे चाहिए तो जना जी को पास भेजेंगे. Collaborations can happen. See on this
Right.
hashtag, that's the whole idea. People say that Govardhan आप सब मार्केटर्स एक साथ है, क्या करेंगे इन लोग? What will be the help?
Right.
Help will be there because all marketers are not the same. All marketers are not doing the same thing. So definitely there is a difference. कई बार मेरे को last week हम #6 में we did on SEO. So SEO में क्या हुआ था, 6 लोग were the contributors, 4 people came to the live session.
Right.
And after some time कुछ लोग वो hashtag का magazine देखा, कई cover page देखा, and one guy approached me from Delhi. He is running a digital marketing institute only again. And
Right.
he approached me saying that I need an SEO expert. Can you suggest someone? वो किसी और को पूछ सकता है ना, मेरे पास आने की जरूरत ही नहीं था उनको.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
But he has that confidence that this guy will recommend me the right person, maybe. Up to some extent, he has that belief system.
Community building is one of the like finest job, I think. Like even I have done same thing from last 3 years, and what I have observed from that perspective, I have given references to a lot of people, and even I have got references from many people for my work if they are knowing like what I am doing. And because you are connecting with a lot of people, and you never know कि कहाँ से कौन सा reference आ जाए. If someone is knowing you, you are connecting with someone else, and he is asking you, you will recommend. You can connect with Pranav, or you can connect with Ranjan ji or Krishna ji, Kisi. So there is a connecting points, like a lot of dots. You can easily connect with the help of networking, or you can say like that filling the gap that we are saying,
And
communicating
one person
points.
having a lot of information na, about a person will definitely help. क्योंकि अभी मैं #8 तक आया. ये #8 तक we are talking on different topics.
Right.
तो अचानक आप मेरे पूछेंगे ना LinkedIn मार्केटिंग में कोई बंदा दो, तो I can immediately connect you with someone who is really credible. मतलब someone is coming on a live session and talking means there's credibility established there. I
Right.
don't think that live session में नहीं आएंगे तो credible नहीं है बोल के नहीं है, but you believe and you interact with people. So a lot is happening over here, and really, I'm very happy that we are building a good community where the knowledge is the core thing. We are able to share it openly, and we're able to express it very freely. And with these sessions, we can do few things, good things by end of the year.
Sir,
Actually, last time,
even from sorry for interrupting, even from speaker perspective, even from like we guys are like me, Ranjan ji, Casey, everyone is adding value. We guys are also learning from each other.
True.
Whatever Casey is saying, Ranjan sir is saying, he have like shown all the planning and flow chart and everything that is very well mannered, and like how to represent your data and everything. Like I have learned like how to represent your data. Someone must have learned like how to like flow maintain your flow. Something Sagar have added here. So like, or otherwise I can't sit for 3 hours and see video for learning purpose.
No, and I think what matters here is, let's say I've seen groups and live sessions where people from the same skill set tend to fight to show
Right.
who is superior to the other,
yeah,
Right.
Yes.
right? But that mutual respect is very often missing in those sessions.
Right.
I think it also comes with a sense of maturity, but
yeah, sense of maturity is one thing, Casey, and one more thing. What I try to do is like, if you don't anchor it properly, that will go that way, and that's very typical and very critical thing.
true.
Sir, there are disadvantages also. There are some certain disadvantages, because while I have done DM conference, few of the speaker associated with different like one two scamming activity. There are 30 speakers were good, and one or two may have done some sort of like activity, because I am not at that time as a community guy. There is a lot of
These are coming on you.
voice, and like you have introduced him and something like that.
I know.
People start talking about it, so it happens. It comes with a lot of responsibility, and you can
No,
say, yeah.
I just want to add, Pranav sir, like केसी सर का पॉइंट कभी रंजन सर कभी भी एजेंसी पे क्या होता है, यानी इनिशियली यू जॉइन एज अ फ्रेशर, डिजिटल मार्केटिंग कोर्स पे फिनिश करने के बाद जॉइन होते हैं ना, so what the first job they make you is backlink building.
Right.
फर्स्ट 6 months 1 year आपको बैकलिंक बिल्डिंग पे डाल देंगे. हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं कुछ भी पता नहीं चलता. we need to work on backlink building. We need to.
अच्छा, मैं उस पे बड़ा अच्छा, I will give you very valid point. Recently, someone like joined my agency, and he was saying me from last, like I was discussing with him from last 1 year, and he was saying Pranav, let me join your agency and give me some sensible work, because I am fed up with my all backlink process and everything. So I have told him that, yeah, it's okay, I will give you work that can suit you. But what I have seen in that case, when you are giving some sort of sense of responsibility, there are very less people. Those are like meet your expectation, or you can say like come up with sense of responsibility. Like Sagar, I have seen with your like the way you are speaking, I see some sort of a sense of responsibility in your work.
Yes.
Like on the basis of few minutes of discussion.
Correct.
But when I have assigned that work to other guys, I have felt